AGORACOM Talks, your weekly go-to source for the best small-cap headlines for over 65 million investors since 2007.
Glad to be here.
Let's launch straight into a deep dive, focusing on some pretty interesting recent headline news from AGORACOM.
Sounds good.
Our mission today really is to cut through the noise. We want to unpack the most compelling results and details from these releases.
Yeah, the actual data points, the stuff that might make you want to look a bit closer.
Exactly. Think of it as a breaking news rundown for potential opportunities, a shortcut to the core progress.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, diving into our first headline, this one's on Renforth Resources, trading symbol RFR on the CSE.
Renforth, right. Parbec project.
The big news here is a major increase in their gold resource at Parbec.
And the numbers are, well, they're quite significant. A 29% increase in total gold ounces reported.
But what's really compelling, I think, for you listening is the quality of that increase. 73% of the total ounces are now in the higher confidence categories.
Measured and indicated specifically, that's what, 12% measured, 61% indicated.
That's it. And maybe quickly explain why that matters so much.
Sure. Measured and indicated resources, they're based on a lot more drilling, much more geological certainty compared to, say, the inferred category.
So less guesswork involved.
Precisely. The company has a much stronger handle on where the gold is, how much there is. It really de-risks the project.
Okay, and there's more to it. 87% of that gold is within an open pit configuration.
Right, and open pit mining is typically much, much cheaper than going underground.
Exactly. The CEO, Nicole Brewster, she highlighted this, quote, "Not only have we grown the resource, but 73% of it is now in the highest confidence categories, making Parbec a more mature and reliable gold deposit."
And that combination, higher confidence plus open pit potential that often points towards lower risk, maybe better economics down the road, gives you a clearer picture.
Definitely something to watch. Okay, let's pivot completely. HPQ Silicon.
HPQ, yes. Fumed silica.
Their big headline, achieving a pilot-scale breakthrough in fumed silica production.
Sounds technical. What is fumed silica used in?
It's a superfine powder used everywhere. Think thickening paints, anti-caking in foods, reinforcing fillers and sealants, even pharmaceuticals, semiconductors. It's versatile stuff.
Okay, got it. So the news is their pilot plant material checked out.
Exactly. Independent analysis confirmed its high quality matches commercial grades.
And I saw something about the yield levels.
Yeah, apparently, even at this early pilot stage, the yield outperformed what they were expecting.
That's pretty interesting. Getting good quality and good yield at scale-up is key.
Right. CEO Bernard Tourillon said, "Achieving consistency and quality at a 20-fold scale-up shows the strength of our approach to de-risking commercialization."
So this really validates their new production method. Potentially cleaner, maybe cheaper.
That's the idea. Reaching this pilot scale success is a big step towards, well, potential commercial production for this important material.
Definitely a space to watch, given its use in growth sectors.
Okay, next up, Quantum Biopharma. Ticker is QNTM on the NASDAQ.
Quantum Biopharma, right? MS drug development.
The headline is about them advancing a first-in-class MS drug towards clinical trials.
First in class. That always catches the eye. What's the specific news?
They've signed an agreement with a global CRO, that's a contract research organization.
The companies that help manage trials and regulatory stuff.
Exactly. This deal is to prepare the investigational new drug application, the IND, for their compound, Lucid MS.
And the IND, that's the big submission to the FDA needed before you can start human testing in the U.S., right?
Correct. They're targeting Q4 2025 for that submission. And what's different here is the drug itself. Lucid MS is designed as a non-immunomodulatory neuroprotective therapy.
Okay, break that down. Non-immunomodulatory means it doesn't suppress the immune system like many current MS drugs.
Right, and neuroprotective means it aims to protect the actual nerve cells, so a different mechanism entirely.
Potentially addressing the damage, not just the immune attack. Interesting.
Yeah. CEO Zishan Saeed stated, "This agreement takes us a step closer to initiating the phase 2 trial of Lucid 21302, a first-in-class treatment for MS."
So moving towards human trials for drug targeting nerve protection, yeah, that could be a really significant shift if it pans out.
Agreed. Okay, changing lanes again. AI6 Solutions, AISX on the TSXV.
AI6, Wildfire Risk Insurance Tech. Very topical.
Their headline is about partnering to boost wildfire risk intelligence for insurers.
Okay, how?
They've partnered with a company called Cytora. AI6's Wildfire 3.0 model is now integrated right into Cytora's platform.
So insurers using Cytora get this AI-driven wildfire risk data directly in their workflow.
That's it. Real-time access, seamless integration, and it's live now.
That sounds pretty useful for underwriting, especially with climate change increasing risks.
Absolutely. CEO Mihalis Valantis said, "This partnership will give insurers the clarity and foresight needed to make informed, strategic, and sustainable underwriting decisions."
Makes sense. It shows how AI and data are becoming crucial for managing these big climate-related risks, helps insurers adapt.
Okay, one more. Let's wrap with Troilus Gold Corp, TLG on the TSXV.
Troilus Gold, back to mining Quebec.
The news, extending high-grade gold-copper mineralization right to the surface.
Near-surface high-grade is always good news for potential mine economics. What were the results?
Their new drilling in the southwest zone confirmed it. Specific intercepts they highlighted include 1.79 grams per ton gold equivalent over 36 meters.
Starting from how deep?
Just 51 meters down. And another one, 1.52 grams per ton gold equivalent over 21 meters, starting at 44 meters.
Okay, so gold equivalent includes the copper value too. Those are decent grades, especially that close to the surface.
And that southwest zone is apparently really important for the first 5 years of their mine plan.
Right, so hitting good stuff near surface there helps confirm the early years. CEO Justin Reed said it continues to de-risk and add confidence to the black model.
Makes sense. Confirming that shallow, high-grade stuff can really help the initial economics, potentially lower startup costs.
Definitely. Less waste rock to move early on.
So, quite a range today. We've hit on, gold resource confidence, silicon breakthroughs, new approaches in MS treatment, AI for climate risk. What really stands out to you across these?
I think it's how these specific results, the ounces, the percentages, the validation data, the drill intercepts, the partnership integrations.
Yeah.
These are the tangible things. They're the proof points showing actual progress, not just plans.
Yeah, it's about moving from concept to concrete results. That's what potentially drives value in these small cap stories.
Exactly. It translates the technical work into something investors can really assess.
So, final thought for you listening. How do these very different advances in resource definition, material science, clinical paths, risk tech, how do they collectively signal where innovation and maybe investment are heading right now?
Yeah. Seeing these different sectors push forward with tangible results, it paints a picture of where the momentum is. Something to think about, how these pieces fit together in the bigger market landscape.